Ice by Annakavan. The obsessive quest begins. The narrator arrives in an unfamiliar, seemingly northern country, driven by a single purpose, to find a fragile, ethereal young woman with silver hair. He is haunted by memories of her and is consumed by a possessive and protective obsession. A world in collapse. The setting is revealed as a landscape on the brink of apocalypse. An unexplained environmental catastrophe is causing a massive sheet of ice to advance across the world, threatening all life. Society is crumbling under the dual threats of nature and a shadowy war. The Warden. The narrator learns of another pursuer, a powerful and cruel man known as the Warden. This figure represents brute force, ownership, and a different, more violent form of possession over the girl, setting up a central conflict between the two men. Visions of victimhood. The narrator frequently experiences visions and dreams where he imagines the girl in various states of peril and victimization. These fantasies often involve her being crushed or penetrated by the ice, blurring the line between his supposed protection and his own violent desires. The cycle of pursuit and capture. A repetitive pattern emerges. The narrator finds the girl, often in a town or compound controlled by the Warden. After a brief, tense interaction where he fails to truly connect with her, she is either taken away by the Warden or escapes, and the narrator must begin his search again. The thrall of the indifferent. Despite being the object of intense obsession, the girl remains distant, passive, and largely indifferent to both men. She is portrayed as a symbol rather than a full person, embodying a cold purity that mirrors the icy world, which only fuels the narrator's desperate need to possess her. Psychosis and reality merge. The narrative becomes increasingly disjointed and hallucinatory. It becomes impossible to distinguish between actual events happening in the world and the projections of the narrator's deteriorating psyche. The external ice age and his internal emotional ice become one and the same. The final confrontation. The pursuit culminates as the ice closes in. The narrator and the Warden have a final, ambiguous confrontation over the girl. The boundaries between the two men also blur, suggesting they may be opposing parts of a single fractured consciousness. The inevitable destruction. All attempts to escape or save the girl fail. The world, and the narrator's mind, are ultimately consumed by the ice. The destruction is presented as an inevitable conclusion, the only possible end to his all-consuming obsession. The eternal recurrence. The novel ends not with a definitive resolution, but with a suggestion of an endless cycle. The narrator implies that the pursuit, the finding, losing, and searching for the girl, will repeat itself forever, trapped in a loop of desire, possession, and destruction. Ice is ultimately a profound and unsettling exploration of obsessive love, psychological disintegration, and the end of the world, both personally and globally. Annakavan masterfully blends internal psychosis with external apocalypse, creating a haunting narrative where the relentless ice is both a literal force of destruction and a metaphor for the narrator's frozen, possessive emotions. The novel concludes not with hope, but with the chilling acceptance that such all-consuming obsession is a closed loop, destined to repeat and end only in absolute, beautiful, and terrible annihilation.